Well, I went to a homeless connect meet or a homeless coalition meeting today, and towards the end of the meeting, they were talking about the way the community is talking about homelessness. And the things that people are saying, about homelessness and about being homeless. And it's kind of sad that we're still at the same place talking about homelessness, that we still haven't gotten past accepting the fact that these are human beings. And in being human beings, they deserve a certain modicum of respect, dignity, a level of care. Everybody wants to all of a sudden associate crime with the new shelter. Well, there was crime in that neighborhood long before there was a shelter. So what? Now, because there's going to be a new shelter, there's going to be more crime. So all of a sudden, we are associating homelessness with crime. Well, I heard a term was used today and said we had to use the word "and" a lot more. And to kind of bring us all together to the same place. But isn't that where we've been trying to get to all these years? To the same place? And we still can't recognize that the homeless are the ones that are most vulnerable to crime? That homeless women are the most vulnerable of being sexually assaulted? That homeless teens are the most vulnerable at being trafficked? When are we going to get past the discussion and reach the action stage? We have a chance to create something here in Spokane. We have a chance to create a community-oriented shelter. You know what that means? You know what community-oriented means? It means that the whole community is involved. It doesn't mean that the community is screaming god-awful things about the people that are going to be staying in the shelter. It's about the community saying, what can we do? What can we do to make this shelter a success? What can we do? Because that's where we need to get to. We need to get to a point where we can say, what can we do? What can I do? What can I do? What are you doing? What are you doing? We have people becoming homeless every day in this town. Just down the block from where I'm staying, I watched people's belongings get put out on a sidewalk, and then I watched people just drive by and take them away. Is this who we are, Spokane? Is this who we want to be? Are we going to use a meeting that's about helping people, about getting people off the street, as a stump for political gain? Or are we going to treat it as what it should be? As a meeting about helping your fellow man. About stepping up to the plate and doing what you can. I know not everybody has a lot to give, but we all can give something. Do you have some gift that you've been given that you can give? Do you have a half hour, an hour of your time? Do you have more? Are you an attorney? Are you an accountant? Are you a doctor? Are you a nurse? Are you a social worker? Are you a dentist? We need so many people. The need is great, but we don't have enough people stepping up. If you stop for a second and you put your family's face on that individual that you see on the corner, put your son's face on that person, your brother, your sister, your mother. Just put their face. Just look at. What would you do? The question is, what wouldn't you do? That should be it, right? What wouldn't you do? And that should be the way you look at each and every human being that you see on the street. What wouldn't you do to help that person? I'm not saying that there are no criminals out there. But folks, we've been over this over and over again. They're criminals that live in houses. The majority of criminals live in houses. They make enough money off of crime to live a pretty good life. Are there people that are homeless that have drug addiction? Of course there are people that are homeless that have drug addiction. Are there people that are housed that have drug addiction? Of course there are. So do we crucify them because they have a drug addiction, or do we offer them help? Do we get them the help that they need? With the immediacy of the need. Not telling someone in 3 weeks you'll have a bed for them. No, today. Today. Are the people with mental illness that are homeless? Of course we have people with mental illnesses that are homeless. We have people who are living in houses that have mental illness. Why the stigma over being homeless? What's the difference? Look deep down inside and you tell me. Why? Why the stigma? Why do we look down on someone who doesn't have a roof over their head? Have they somehow failed one of society's cardinal rules? That's one I can't answer for you. That's one you're going to have to answer yourself next time you look at someone that's homeless. And those thoughts come up in your head. I'm telling you, folks, we have to step up. This isn't about politics. This isn't about anything other than helping people. That's what this shelter is about. It's about helping people. It's about getting out there and taking care of them. Think about it. Take the time and think about it. Wish you all nothing but love. And I hope that not a single one of you ever has to experience what it's like to be homeless. What it's like not to know where you're going to spend the night. What it's like not to know whether you're going to wake up in the morning. I hope you never have to feel that. Because that's one of the worst feelings that you can ever feel in your life. And I just hope that none of you have to experience it. Good night.